Hello, Nick here from Technovo and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a pair of headphones here. I've got the Skullcandy Crusher ANC, which blew my mind, literally. But before that, please show some support for the channel, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up at the end if you have enjoyed it. Okay, let's take a look at these headphones. I've tried a number of Skullcandy products before and they've all left a very positive impact on me, and I'm hoping these will too. These are the ANC or active noise cancelling version of their Crusher headphones, so don't get confused with the cheaper model that doesn't include that feature. They currently retail at £250 in the UK, but I've seen Skullcandy put them on sale recently, reducing them down to just under £200. That's a decent amount of money, and at that price they're toying with some of the low-end to mid-spec Bose or B&W headphones. The headphones feature adjustable bass, which I'll talk about a little bit later, active noise cancellation, personal sound, Bluetooth 5.0, up to 24-hour playback complete with rapid charge, and it has Tile built in. You know Tile, those tiny little key rings that you put on your keys, which then allows you to track them if you lose them. My initial thoughts are very positive, and straight away I'm impressed with the packaging and how the headphones are presented. The headphones come in a grey hard case with some subtle branding, a carry handle to easily hold it, and it's very robust. So it will protect the headphones while in your bag or when you're carrying them around. The case is moulded, so the headphones can only be stored in one particular way, and there is a small dedicated area for the supplied cables. 2 cables are provided, a USB-C for charging and your standard aux lead, so you can use the headphones wired if the battery runs out. The headphones come in 3 finishes: Fearless Black, Deep Red and Black Tan, and I've got the black version with me now. The overall design is very modest, with minimal branding and mostly a satin black finish, with hints of gunmetal grey. It's mainly constructed from plastic, but the inner headband does include some metal framing, and there is also plenty of padding to that headband too. Each ear cup includes thick memory foam padding. They also swivel 180 degrees and can fold in on themselves. There's also a good amount of flex and movement between the ear cups and headband, which should help you with a comfy fit. On the left ear cup is the pairing button with associated indicator lights, which also doubles up as turning the ANC on and off once the headphones are paired with your device. There's also a slider which adjusts the haptic bass. To the right ear cup is the USB-C port and aux in, plus 3 buttons. These buttons have multiple functions depending on whether you press or hold the button in, and will change volume up, down, plus change your tracks, etc. The middle button can be used for answering or ending a call, plus activating the voice assistant. I've been using these every day for a week now while working from home, and they've been great. They are very comfortable to wear for 2 minutes or 2 hours thanks to that memory foam ear cup padding. The default sound profile is pretty good and it's fairly well balanced. I played through my usual tracks, a bit of everything, and they all sounded great. Rich and crisp vocals with piercing guitar solos. The bass level is okay on default, but we have that haptic bass slider, so you can adjust the bass level to suit your taste. There is a big difference between 0 and 100 on the slider, so take it easy, and for me I added just a little, maybe 20% or so, just to give it that little noticeable difference. Punch it up to 100% and it feels like the drivers are actually rumbling, vibrating your ears, which is a very odd sensation and the first time I've experienced with a pair of headphones before. I don't actually believe the drivers are actually providing this bass. I think it's simulated by some other piece of tech within each ear cup, and Skullcandy have actually patented this tech too, so I'm sure we'll be seeing it in other products soon. It's a completely personal preference on that extra bass, but I wouldn't go too high, as listening to Drake at 100% bass was absolutely crazy. My cheeks are still shaking now. That got me thinking, what about movies and gaming? In both, it added another level in depth of content, and I have a feeling that these would be great with a bit of VR. I mentioned at the start about personal sound, and by this Skullcandy will produce a sound profile based around you. This can be done via the Skullcandy app and involves a real-time audio test which will produce a personal sound profile based on your unique hearing. That profile then gets stored onto the headphones to give you a better performance, and I have to agree, I think it does. It was not the easiest to identify the differences between the default and my personal profile at first, but there is something there, and the more I listen, the more I can hear subtle improvements. The active noise cancellation is also very good when walking around outside, and although it's quiet during this lockdown, the external sounds of cars, the wind and other people is dramatically reduced. There is an ambient option too if you wanted to be aware of your surroundings. The controls and buttons work very well, and they're all well positioned and easy to reach. If you take the headphones off, your content will continue to play though. I know some headphones or earphones will now pause your content when you remove them, but these will not. Battery life seems good. I use them for about 1 to 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and the battery level was decreasing but not hugely, and I'm confident in Skullcandy's statement of circa 24-hour battery life. The battery also allows for a rapid charge, which is fantastic, and after just 10 minutes of charge you get something like 2 to 3 hours of playback. I have really enjoyed my time with the Crusher ANC, and I cannot get enough of that haptic bass control. It's great and it's ever so addictive. Overall, a well-performing, comfortable and premium pair of headphones, complete with a couple of cool perks which make these a worthy purchase. That is a wrap on this video. If you stuck around to watch all of it, thank you very much, and make sure you hit subscribe to stay up to date with all our latest tech and gaming videos.